suspended because of some national security issue. It's everywhere. Where did you see that? It's in Facebook. It already have fake 1,000 shares. Send the link. Okay. Then, let's see. The website looks weird. Why is the logo blurry? Bright trending. That means it's true. I think it's not true. Why would someone lie about that? Wait, let me check. I think what we saw is fake news. Since our school page was said that classes are not suspended. Look, so is it fake? Yes, it is fake. I think it's just some random page on sharing fake news. And besides, our school already confirmed that classes are not suspended, right?
Okay, this is for my followers, guys.
Maybe I should just delete it.
Ignore them. People are just bored.
It's easy to say ignore, but it still hurts.
You can distract comments.
Why do people even say those things?
It's because it's online and some people just forget that there's a real person on the other side.
Bye, guys. See you there.
No way. I didn't even join anything.
Click it. What if it's true?
It says I need to log in again.
On a different website?
Yeah, but it looks the same.
That's what makes it convincing.
Okay, it felt suspicious.
What's wrong? Oh my gosh, who made that?
I don't know. It's already being shared.
No, that's messed up. It's just a meme though, right?
It doesn't feel like just a meme.
Did they ask your permission?
No. Okay.
The internet provides a huge amount of information from websites, forums, and social media that people can access anytime and anywhere. Unlike before, when librarians helped organize and filtered information, people now directly access information online. And because of this, individuals need strong literacy skills to understand and evaluate the information they see. Traditional skills like reading, analyzing, and critical thinking are still important today. To understand information online, we need to know how media literacy and digital literacy work together. And media literacy is the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, create, and communicate messages in different forms of media. This media includes television, radio, newspapers, magazine, books, and digital platforms. People should think carefully about media and also learn how to produce their own content. Now, there are 5 key concepts of media literacy. First is the media messages are constructed. This means that media messages are carefully planned and created by producers. They choose what information to include, how to present it, and how it will look to influence the audience. Second is media messages are influenced by economic, social, political, historical, and aesthetic context. This means that media content is affected by different factors such as money, society, politics, history, and artistic style, which can shape how the message is being presented. And the third one, which is the interpretative meaning-making process, involves the interaction between the reader, the text, and the culture. This means that people understand media differently depending on their experiences, beliefs, and cultures, so the meaning of a message can change from one person to another. Fourth, media has unique languages, which typify various forms, genres, symbol, systems of communication. This means that each type of media uses different languages, techniques, symbols, styles, and formats to communicate messages, such as camera angles in films, headlines in newspapers, or hashtags in social media. And fifth, or the last one, which is media representations shape how people understand reality. This means that the way media portrays people, places, and events can influence how audiences see and understand the real world. Producers may have an intended meaning, but the actual meaning depends on the media and audience's interpretation. And how people interpret media can affect their beliefs and the real world.
Digital literacy. Digital literacy can be defined as the ability to locate, evaluate, and communicate information in various digital platforms. Put more broadly, it is the cognitive and sociological skills needed to perform tasks and solve problems in digital environments. It finds its origin in information and computer literacy as much so than the skills and competencies listed by Shapiro and Hodges. In a curriculum they envision to promote computer literacy should sound very familiar to readers today. Tool literacy. Tool literacy means knowing how to use digital devices and software. Example, using a computer, apps, or programs like Word or Google Documents. Resource literacy. Resource literacy means knowing where to find information and how to access it. Example, searching for reliable articles, website, or online libraries. Social structural literacy. Social structural literacy means understanding new information as created and why it matters in society. Example, knowing who made the information and what their purpose is. Research literacy. Research literacy means using digital tools to study, investigate, and gather information. Example, using search engines, online journals, and databases for research. Publishing literacy. Publishing literacy means knowing how to share or publish information online. Example, posting blogs, making videos, or sharing information on websites. Emerging technology literacy. Emerging technologies literacy means understanding new technologies and how they work. Example, learning about AI, virtual reality, or new apps. Critical literacy. Critical literacy means being able to judge if technology or digital information is useful, reliable, or harmful. In short, digital literacy is the overall ability to use digital technology wisely, find information, understand it, and share it properly.
Now let's tackle about what media literacy is not. First, number one is criticizing the media is not media literacy. Simply criticizing media such as complaining about social media posts or TV shows is not enough to be media literacy. It involves understanding how media messages are created and produced. Next is number two. Producing media alone is not media literacy. Means creating media content like vlogs, social media posts does not mean a person is media literate. Media literacy includes ability to understand and evaluate media messages. However, producing media can help people better understand how media works and message constructed. Next is number three. Teaching with media is not the same as teaching media literacy. Using media tools in class such as showing videos or presenting images is not the same as teaching media literacy. It is media literacy education requires students to learn about media itself and knowing how to evaluate whether they are accurate or biased. Next is number four. Viewing media from one perspective is not media literacy. True media literacy requires the ability to look at the media message from different viewpoints. Media literate individuals try to consider multiple perspectives and understand how different audience may interpret the same message. And last is number five. Media literacy is not simply knowing what to watch or not to watch. Media literacy is about avoiding certain media or deciding which content is good or bad. It means watching carefully, questioning messages, and thinking critically about the information being presented.
Now, let's proceed to the digital natives as a popular term in education. The term digital natives became very popular in education in the latest decade. It was introduced by Mark Pransky in 2001 to describe young people who were born during that time when the technology was already common. These people grow up with computers, the internet, and the smartphones around them. Because of this, they are very familiar with digital devices. Even though Pransky's ideas did not have a strong research evidence, many educators and parents accepted that they believe that the students today learn differently and they grow up with technology. Many people think that digital natives are automatically digitally literate. This means that they believe that young people already know how to use technology properly. Digital literacy is more than just knowing how to use computers or browse the internet. It also includes understanding information, communicating properly, and using technology in a responsible way. A good example of this problem is when students are asked to do a research for school. Many students are comfortable using the internet for watching videos or chatting with friends, but when they need to find a reliable information from research, journals, or academic websites, they may feel confused. Another misconception is that all digital natives have the same level of digital literacy. Some people think that every young person is equally skilled in using technology. This shows that digital literacy depends on education and experience, not simply on being born in a digital age.
Now, we're going to talk about something you deal with every single day, the internet, specifically how to be smart and safe while using it. I know most of you are already online a lot, scrolling, chatting, watching videos, but being online a lot doesn't automatically mean you are being safe. Let's start with the first idea, the information literacy within digital literacy. Let me ask you something. When you see something on social media, do you just believe it right away? Here's the problem. Unlike books, anything online can be changed or faked by anyone. So knowing how to check if something is true has become a basic life skill. Think of it like a built-in lie detector. When you see something online, your brain should automatically ask, is this true? Is this trying to trick me? Or where did this come from? Most people are taught how to search for information online, but what's more important is knowing how to judge it, even when it looks like it's coming from a trusted source. The second idea is social-emotional literacy within digital literacy. The internet is full of real people, but also fake ones. So ask yourself, is the person I am chatting with really who they say they are? The internet is like a big city. It has good people and bad people. Truth and lies, all mixed together. There are no clear rules. Some internet users bring their common sense from real life into online spaces. Here's a classic example. Most of you wouldn't believe a stranger who says, "Hi, I'm Prince, and I'll give you $100 million, just give me your bank number." It is obviously fake, right? So you won't fall for this. But what about, "You just won 1,000 free phones, just give us your number"? Same trick, just dress up differently. The more time you spend online, the better you get at spotting these traps. But nobody is 100% safe from them. Being good with technology is not just about knowing how to use it. It is about thinking carefully before you believe what you read, and being aware of how people online might try to fool you.
Challenges to literacy education. The challenges in digital literacy, such as how it should be taught, evaluated, and whether it should focus on protecting students or helping them appreciate digital media. Even though it is recognized as important, there is no single framework or clear plan for teaching it effectively. Because of this, educators must focus on developing students' critical thinking and moral judgment when using digital media. According to Brown 2017, noted that despite the global acknowledgement that digital literacy education is a necessity, beyond efforts to produce flashy and visually attractive models, how might we reimagine digital literacies to promote critical mindsets and active citizenry in order to reshape our societies for new ways of living, learning, and working for a better future for all? So, despite the challenges posed by the broad and fluid nature of digital literacy, teachers should integrate the principles of media literacy that are utmost importance, namely the critical thinking and grounding of critical thought in a moral framework. There are 5 principles of media literacy. First is teach media and digital literacy integrally. This means that media and digital literacy should not be taught alone, so the teachers should integrate with other subjects so students can practice critical thinking and moral decision-making in real-life context. So for example, teach them in mathematics, science, language arts, and social studies, and so on. The second one is master your subject matter. So teachers must fully understand why they teach and why is it important so they can clearly explain it to students. As teacher educators, we must not shy away from a student genuinely asking us to explain why we are teaching is important. And the third one is think multidisciplinary. So digital literacy can be taught in different subjects by encouraging students to communicate ideas through projects like web page, posters, or infographics that explain the same early subject things. It is just a matter of believing that how we communicate is as important as what we communicate. And the fourth one is explore motivations, not just messages. So students should learn to question why a message was created, who benefits from it, and what its real purpose might be. The objective here is not so much to find the correct answers, but rather to develop the habit of asking these questions. And the last one is leverage skills that students already have. Teachers should use students' interests and existing skills to motivate them and improve their digital literacy learning. So harnessing this natural desire to explore whatever interests them will go a long way in improving media and digital literacy in education in the classroom setting. Okay, maybe I was overreacting with the suspension thing. And maybe I should have let comments control me.
And maybe I almost got stung.
And maybe people forget editing and sharing someone's pictures of them.
You know, it's kind of weird
What?
because we act differently online. It's so different in real life. But it is, yeah, the consequences are real. And the internet isn't the problem. It is how we use it.